So I feel like just about every strategy fan has dreamed of a game just like this. Total War battle mechanics meets Civ 5 4X strategy. I'm blown away by Oriental Empires so far. But you know, honestly, I really shouldn't be that surprised because this game was developed by the same indie studio that created Endless Legend. And Endless Legend was a fantastic 4X game. I really don't think it got enough credit. It deserves so much more attention, and I'm really thinking that this is the game that really takes off for the studio. So this, like I said, is a cross between Total War, but in kind of a 4X Civ style, I guess you could say. These are the factions that we can choose from. We're starting off in, I'm pretty sure, like ancient China, between kind of a divided Eastern Asia. So everyone is going to have their own specific buffs and debuffs. Let's go with Shang for right now. Max turns 300, and we'll play it on normal difficulty. This game is absolutely beautiful. So one thing that impressed me the most is just being able to zoom so far in and actually look at the individual farmers of our city. I mean, already there seems to be, there's always a disconnect between kind of Civ 5 because you can't ever do something like this. This is so great to be able to actually look at these hard-working farmers. It makes me feel bad now. Like, if I lose peasants, like, I know Bob. Like, I knew Bob. Bob was always hunched over farming for us, and I loved him for it, and now Bob's dead. So the game lets you zoom all the way in because it does have that kind of Total War combat, but we can also zoom way out, and the map is huge. Very, very big map. So you're going to start off in the same area. Each faction starts off in, I'm guessing, their modern day true start location, if we want to be super civ about it. But I believe you're going to get different resources each time. You're not always going to get, like, for instance, I believe this is hunting game right down towards the south of us. Yeah, the wild game. So you're going to get different resources every time you load up a map, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, this should feel pretty familiar to everybody for now. I mean, we can select the banners, and we start off with, I believe, either 1 or 2 leaders. We actually don't need the tutorial at the moment. Yes, we do. So we have 2 leaders at the moment, pretty much 2 commanders. They're each going to be giving us different things depending on their statistics down here in the bottom left-hand corner. But let's go ahead and recruit a little bit. We need to recruit an army because we don't have an army just yet. We also need to build a farm. So in terms of food growth, right now, consumption, we're consuming 10 out of 10. That's not good. So we need a lot more. Ooh, wild game. Oh, this is actually, is this contributing to us? I believe it is. Oh, that's good. But yeah, we want to build lots of farms. So let's go ahead and build a few farms. We can't build, there's going to be a limit to the amount of farms we can build though. So let's stop right there. Limit due to our population and our size. Cannot construct more farms than you have population. So we will do that. I always like to get up because I tend to have economic issues in this game. So here's our golds. I don't know if it's called gold, treasury, whatever. We're going to get 230 per turn. However, just about everything in this game costs a lot more maintenance than we're used to. And I think both Total War and Civ 5. So you got to be very careful with the maintenance because very quickly, if you just start going crazy with buying stuff, then you're going to be in trouble. Your economy is going to be in trouble. So the Bazaar would be a great building to get up first. We can look at the actual values. We don't have to actually look over the summary. We can just see the raw material. So the granary is going to be pretty good, but this is actually just going to store us food for the population for up to 2 turns. Bazaar is a really good thing to get up, so let's start building that. Again, this is going to cost me instantly 50 golds. It's going to take 2 turns to build, and it's going to cost me 40 golds to maintain. Yeah, I mean, you don't really want to build. I mean, you got to be careful. Like I said, your economy, you need to be careful initially. Obviously, these slots are showing that there are through technology, you can unlock future buildings, whether that be templates in schools, palaces, defenses, cities, civic buildings, things like that. Here's a nice little constructed window so we know what we've built and what we haven't. And I'll get into the tech and culture tree because I really like the way, it's not super original, but I really like the way they divide up their take on the tech tree. But quickly, we need to make sure that we get up either a militia or some nobles. So we can look at their actual stats here. Militia light spearmen. I mean, they're not going to be. These are the basic units of the game, and again, we're going to be moving through time. I believe the latest era is the industrial era. We'll check on that, but yeah, they've got okay attack defense in terms of armor. the nobles will be a little bit better, but I believe they're going to cost more to maintain. So we're going to get these recruitments instantly. It just takes one turn. Now, no gold down up front, which is nice, but the maintenance is what's going to kill us. So I'm just going to recruit these guys for now, and I'll probably even get up a civilian unit. So we're going to get up some settlers. This is going to cost us 500, but that's okay, because we can very quickly get down 2 extra cities. It won't take us too long at all. We can construct buildings outside of our borders if we had something like special in the area, but we're not going to do that. And now let me jump into the way they handle technology. So there's diplomacy, but we don't know anybody yet, so I'm not going to dive into that window just yet. So yeah, industrial era, or I'm sorry, imperial era. Oh, this is close. Eyes, eyes confused, Cracklord, I think. So eventually we get down banking, cannon making, three-eyed gun. I mean, it's some pretty cool stuff. So the way that texts and cultures are divided they're divided into 3 different categories: knowledge, thought, craft, and power. And we can research one of each tab, and we're going to slowly move down the line. Some things are going to have prerequisites in different tabs. So for instance, if we want to get down towards signaling or light chariot, then we need to go after horse domestication in knowledge. And we can see kind of a small little turn. I believe that says 12. Yeah, it's kind of small, but yeah. So let's go with military drill. Each one is going to give us different things. So power is pretty good. We're going to get a 20% boost to our power because of our faction ability, which is nice. Rammed earth isn't bad either. So if you look at the effect, rammed earth wall, it helps us stay a little bit more defensive. Flood reduces effects by 50%, which is good. Are we starting off? Are we starting off by a river? No, we're not. So I don't think we might settle near a river, but that's not like the worst thing in the world. Yeah, we will go with this. And the one thing is you can choose, as long as, since this is free because we already start off with agriculture automatically. Everyone starts off with agriculture. We can go further down the line as long as it's available. Okay, so let's go military drill. In terms of crafting, let's look at some of this stuff. Silk weave, is that said? Silk weaver, I apologize. Increase culture. We want to keep our authority and culture high because we want to maintain the peasants, and I believe the aristocrats. Is that who it is? The nobles. No, the nobles. I don't know why I was thinking aristocrats. We want to keep both of those values high so that we don't have stability issues. We can see stability issues if we're not keeping the people, the important people. Probably not the peasants as much. We can probably say screw the peasants for a little bit because this is just that time period where we can do that. I think I want to increase my culture. So let's increase our culture by going for peerless, precious metalwork. Peerless. Drew's having trouble reading today. Drew always has trouble reading. Thought is always, we're just going to have lots of opportunity to increase culture initially. Let's just go ahead and go for ancestry worship. There are different religions that we'll be able to unlock. I'm not sure if I don't think religion is going to have a big point in this game, but I was going through thought, and there is Confucianism and Taoism. Moism, is that what that is? Poetry, 5 punishments. History, book of rifles. There's all sorts of really cool technologies that we'll be able to get slowly through the eras. And knowledge, I like going composite bowman. Horse domestication isn't a bad idea either. Let's go with the composite bowman, though. There we go. Okay, so yeah, there are different tabs. We can enact edicts, but we don't really need to worry about edicts right now. Too early in the game for edicts, but I'll touch upon that, I think, in video 2. We can look at our economy. We can break down the economy a little bit more. So, army recruitment. This is all pretty basic because we haven't even gone a turn into the game. And then here is our player stats, so we can look at our buffs and debuffs and stuff like that. We have increased authority, which is nice. Extra farmers, it looks like. And then power development rates increased by 20%. Not bad. There's 4 ways to win the game. Points victory, cultural victory, Sons of Heaven, which pretty much means if we get it's like a diplomacy victory. If we get the rest of the world, or I guess the rest of the continent, to believe that we are the true emperor, then we win the game. Or, of course, conquest, which we can win by controlling 65% of the game's total population. Vassals are also part of the game. I just think that this is such a good mixture of some of the most popular strategy games. Total War, Civ, and there's a little bit of elements from Endless Legend, a little bit of elements from Paradox games. Beautiful. So, so we have already a settler in play. We're going to want to move... Do I want to... There are bandits, so we need to be careful. So here we are. Settlers, and then we've got our general here. I don't think any... I'm going to take the risk and say that no bandits are going to pop up this early. I mean, you're going to stay there. We're going to have 2 recruits coming. So... Okay, and then this is how the movement system looks. Again, looks really beautiful. So let me show you kind of the more Total War element sort of things. It is suggesting certain areas for me to build the next settlement. I'm actually going to move down towards the south because I like what I'm seeing down here. All right, and let's move on to the next turn. And yeah, so it's going to give us a little bit of a battle tutorial window, but I'll show you guys. So yeah, this is all happening in real time. Every AI processes their turn at the same time. So that's something to keep in mind when you are trying to chase down maybe an enemy faction. You need to kind of plan ahead of where you think they're going to move towards, because it's not like, boom, you move, and then the AI moves like in Civ. Everyone's going to be moving at the same time. And yes, so there's ways to speed this up, and I can zoom out and just have it quickly, but I wanted to really look at the animation because I think it's just so cool. Again, there's a huge disconnect when you're not able to zoom in all the way, but we can look at every individual face, all the models. I think they're looking cool. I mean, this guy is looking awesome. He's having a fantastic time. And I think she's, I don't know what she was doing. We're not gonna ignore that. I'm not gonna make any comments about that. Okay, so I don't want to be too close to my capital settlement. I think we might want to move just a little bit further. There's not too much farmland, is there? There's marsh. We need to be careful of that. I mean, the marsh, we don't have to worry about that. It's gonna be, we don't have the technology. I don't know if you're able to change the marsh to farmland. I'm sure you are, but I'm guessing that's probably much later in the game. Yeah, so we'll settle here. That's not bad. I just want to make sure that we have the wild game within our territory. Okay, so let's do that there. I can set this guy. There is an auto explore function, but I don't really want to do that. Where are my recruits at? They are coming, I believe. I hope that they are coming, because I just hired them. They're suggesting that I move this guy. I guess we can move you. I'll move you here. You might notice that there are little... Well, I can't really look into this too much now, but there are different battle tactics, set battle plan, set facing. There's all sorts of things that are going to be very, very familiar to Total War players. And again, I'm hoping that we face some barbarians or bandits or whatever you want to call it very soon. We should. So one very cool thing about this game is that within each turn, it's going to change the season. So we're now clearly in winter, and it's only turn 4. So every turn that passes by, you'll be in summer, fall, winter, spring. Okay, so it's time to land our second city. Let's go ahead and find our second city. There we go. We've got Bo and Yin. Cool. And we can begin to, I think, actually, you know what? It is winter. So we will not be able to do any farms. Well, yeah, we can, actually. But I'm not sure if that's going to... That probably does affect food, doesn't it? If it doesn't, I really hope it does in the future. Here's the unrest. So we've got noble unrest and peasant unrest. We got to keep this in mind. Again, we don't want noble unrest as much. I think we can let the peasants be a little bit unhappy. Obviously not too unhappy. But it won't give us any other detail outside of that. So the population's only at 2 at this point, but, you know, we're growing. So that's good. So let's go to the next turn. I should be exploring, but I'm being a little bit cautious now because I'm expecting bandits to show up at some point. So I want to keep that in mind. I'll explore a little bit here. I'll explore a little bit. Let's go out this way. And then where's my other guy? Oh, that's my city overview. Here are my here's my new recruits. Actually, here, you know what? You stay there because I don't want that general to be going out by himself. I guess we don't care about Yi as much. I don't think so. And I guess he is just gonna continue out that way. Okay, well we'll meet them. We'll meet them here. General's gonna have 4 movement over the regular militias, traditional militias. So I'll back him up. And how is Yin doing? Looks like they're doing fine. Our economy is okay, so I can technically go after more recruits. I probably should. At least the noble axemen. I know that they're going to cost a little bit more, but it will be worth it. I did get up my bazaar, which is going to help out our economy. Granary, I think I can skip out on for now. And the palace is going to be... We can actually go with the palace now. Add one to noble recruitment pool. Add 1 militia. And add 1 palace recruitment pool. Cool. Score 1 cultural victory point. I don't think we need this at this point. We do have 1,000. We could rush it. It's going to take 3 turns, but let's not. I don't think that's the best of ideas. Add 1 militia to recruitment pool. Yeah, let's go with something a little bit more manageable. 400 golds, 2 turns, only about 60 upkeep. So let's build that. And then, yes, I'm going to need to hire a noble. So let's do that there. Okay, it's also time to find our... I really want to hit the escape key to get out of this window. Like, that's something that just feels so natural to me, is hit escape and then you go back to normal. So I did get up a settler, which means that we can settle our next city to the north. Who doesn't have orders? You have orders, you have orders. Oh, it's this guy. Uh-oh. We found our first bandits. There they are. Okay, perfect. So I'm glad that I did not go too far. I'm glad that I did not just continue to send my poor little general out there to die. Are you okay, buddy? Your back is totally... You're not even paying attention, are you? Okay, good. We can slow it down by hitting the space bar. What are they going to do? Okay, so they're just chilling. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so this is going to give us a perfect opportunity because I did just get up my nobles. So, let's get these guys out of here. And can we go a little bit further? Good. Okay, and then I'll meet you here. Perfect. Okay. Now, time for the settler. There's fertile plain. Can be farmed. Can be farmed. Okay, this is all just fertile plain. I was wondering if those structures were going to mean anything different. I'm going to go up a little bit further. I don't want to be too far. Actually, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be too far away. Let's go that second tile. Let's go that second tile there. And then you guys are good to go. Okay, let's go the next turn, and then we'll do a little bit of the kind of Total War battle mechanics. Things get insane. Uh-oh, boom. So we met our first faction, and they are really close to us. That's kind of unfortunate. I didn't want that to happen. I did not want that to happen. So we might need to change our plan. Let's move out this way. Yeah, so there's there's rhinoceroses. Rhinoceros. Rhinoceros. Yeah, so that'll help us. What does that help us with? Production. Provide 60 extra money for a settlement. Perfect. Maybe that was a blessing in disguise. That faction popping up. Okay, so noble axemen, noble axe. These are the axes versus who? Who would we be fighting? Militia light spearmen. We'd be fine. Yes, perfect. We should be able to absolutely dominate a little battle here. Now we don't always. You don't kill units instantly. You need to be careful of that. You don't always kill units instantly. Oh, good. Okay, and we just finished up our progress tech tree, military drill. So let's go after the earth wall. And then some of the other things are going to be finishing up in 2 turns. And we did just meet Dai. I believe that's Dai. Man, I love this game, but man, when it comes to pronouncing some of this stuff, it's going to be pretty bad. Okay, good. I didn't mean to engage, but like I said, everyone moves at the same time. So, looks like we might be getting into a battle right here. And here we go. So in the very beginning, you know, the battles aren't crazy, aren't like super insane. Good, and then here come the reinforcements. I'd imagine that towards the later parts, when more technologies are there, you know, cannons, rifling, things like that, it should be kind of a different scenario. But I just like that. I just love the fusion. I love the fusion. We didn't get to play with the battle mechanics, unfortunately, because I wasn't expecting to engage already. Okay, so he retreated, clearly. It's now winter. And we can look at the battle report. Oh, lands pillaged. Where did that bandit come from? Oh, yes. Okay, so there are more bandits over here in Bo. We're gonna want to... Oh, Bo can't recruit anything yet. Yes, you are not ready. You did just build a farm, which is good. Let's go with some more farms. Farms if you can. Also, our capital built a few more farms. Let's continue with that. Let's just go with that. I don't want to go too crazy. Yeah, let's not go too crazy. And also, do we have... Nice. So we now have access to the Militia Longswordsmen. This is going to keep us even more safe. Actually, it's very cheap to upkeep, too. You'll see that there is a cooldown. We can't just pump out a bunch of settlers. We're going to have to wait 9 turns for the next one. 9 turns the same for the Noble Axemen. Okay, so yeah, we definitely need more people. We need to get these warriors down here to help us with the bandits. Okay, so there are different battle plans. Again, you know, you can stack tons of units together. Obviously, if you find the perfect combination of, you know, a bodyguard or general, noble axeman, the long spearman, you know, things you want to mix and match, find the best stacks and the best combinations. Also, you can give each individual army, I guess is what we can say, each individual army their own battle plan. So we might not want this guy just to rush in there, but I kind of do. So there's attack, there's charges, harass. So we can attack the enemy. If we had like bowmen or something like that, that would work a little bit better. Yeah, ambush is pretty fun, but that would require them stepping into our tile. I'm pretty sure they're going to be running away. So I don't think that would be the best. Defend, things like that. So I am going to just go ahead and say attack here, because we should have no problem. We can also set different formations. Do we want to go straight line across? Let's go with that. I mean, because there's only 2 stacks, you're not going to see that much differences in the formation. And then another thing is that we can set what angle we're facing. So I'm going to try something like this here. I'll try to dip down to the south and then move back up, and we'll see if that makes much of a difference. We can clear this out. Battle plan. Here's our battle reports. So we only had 1 person die. The bandits had 20. Perfect. That is that's the type of statistics that I really want to see. Okay, so you're moving. Good. Okay, so we did just get our long spearmen, and now I can actually send these guys as quickly as I can to go and protect Bo. Who else is not moving? What are you talking about? Everybody has plans. It's telling me that not everybody has plans. I'm probably missing one, but it should be fine. Okay, let's see if this works out for us. So what did they decide to do? Oh, they were moving to the south anyways. Oh, they're ready for it. They're ready for it, but we're splitting up. Let's move it. Let's move it a little bit faster so that they. Yeah, there you go. And here we go. So yeah, they should have no chance here. Oh, this guy's getting just double teamed right here. Oh man, this guy is just getting his booty grabbed all day. Apparently. I don't know what I'm saying right now. And what happened with okay, so because we've met the white die, we can start to make diplomatic exchanges with him. So he wants to reveal each other's capitals. Normally, maybe if we're playing on higher difficulty, I wouldn't accept this, but I think this is a good idea for now. It could open up to more peaceful talks for the future, which would be good. But anyways, I'm gonna have to stop right there. This is my first look at Oriental Empires. Really excited about this game. I'm really enjoying, what's happening. See, the bazaar is trading internally to cities, so that's why we're seeing this like small routes cross here. But I'm very excited for this game. So impressed. And again, like I said, Endless Legend was such an amazing game, and I really didn't think that it got enough. I didn't think it got enough credit that it deserved. It wasn't as popular as I would have liked it to have been, and I hope that Oriental Empires really takes off, because it feels like, even though it was made by an indie studio, it honestly feels like it could have been made by a AAA studio. Who knows? So let me know down below what you guys think about this game. I figured because of the fusion we're seeing with kind of these two different strategy genres, RTS and 4X, I figured it'd be something that you guys would mostly like. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.